Yo, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another Minnesota Twins discussion. This is the series preview that we will be doing against the Kansas City Royals today for the weekend series. It's a 4-game series between the guys from Kansas City, and we got 4 good games. That should be pretty big, honestly, because it's in Kansas City. We've always had problems going to Kansas City. It's going to be tough. But honestly, it's Kansas City, so we should be able to get some wins. We played them one more time, or we played them once at the beginning of the season for 2 games in Kansas City, and we won both of them. That was huge. 5-4 in 10 innings, and then 7-6. So again, they played us really tough. Both of the times, our relievers had to get wins. Obviously, that's how you could tell it was close. Is our starters gave up a couple runs, their starters gave up a couple runs, and ultimately our bullpen was the ones who won that game. So hopefully that's not the case this time, and our guys can do really well. But we have 2 night games and 2 day games. Everyone except for Gibson will be pitching, which means it's Odorizzi, Perez, Barrios, and Pineda. Still don't like how Pineda is our number 2, but that's fine. He's been doing fine as of late, so maybe he's earned it. I don't know. But let's talk about the first game. If we don't win the first game, I think we are in a lot of trouble. Not so much in the division, but just how bad our team has played the last 2 weeks. Not even so bad. I mean, if you look at the scores, 9-4. Yeah, that's a bad one. But then 4-3 with a win, 2-0 in a loss, 6-8 in a loss, 5-4 in a win, 2-0 in a win, 9-6 in a loss. Those games are close. And obviously those scores don't tell you everything. But it's been a lot of good pitching by both sides, right? They're both starting pitchers have gone deep into games for the most part, besides Gibson last night. But for the most part, these guys have been pitching great against each other, and we've just been winning or losing very close games. It's not what we've seen, over the course of this season. 16-7 over the Angels, 11-4 over the Sox, 8-1 over the Sox, 7-0. I mean, 6-2, 9-3. All these games that we've won, we've hit a lot of home runs, and we've been tearing the cover off the ball otherwise. But recently, our bullpen's fallen apart a little bit, and we've struggled. So hopefully we can get back on track. And again, if we don't win this game with Odorizzi, that will tell you something about our bats, I think, because Odorizzi, what is he, 10-2, I think? Well, let's just go look at him first. 10-2. He better win. He better win this game. 2.24 ERA, 10-2 record, 85 strikeouts, a whip of 1. That's incredible. He's been winning. His last 10 starts, he has 9 wins and 1 no decision. He better win the game. I'm telling you what, he better win the game. And I hope Kansas City's not good. Even though we're playing in Kansas City, they're not good. We should be able to just whip the ball around the park. And hopefully we just get like a 4-run lead in the first inning. That'd be great. But he's going up against Sparkman, who I could care less who it is if Odorizzi's pitching. But he has a 4 ERA, 1-3 record, 24 strikeouts, a whip of 1.3. We better freaking win that game. That's all I'm going to say about that one. That's a win. Let's check mark that one off. I think we need to take 3 out of the 4 here, by the way. If we can't get the sweep, I'm pretty sure we won't, just because of how bad we've been playing, and it's Kansas City in Kansas City. I think we'll drop 1 game, but for the most part, 3 of 4 is not unnecessary, is that the right word? It's not. We should take 3 of 4, I think, is what I'm trying to say here. Perez versus Junis. Goodness sakes, we need Perez to get a win. And he has not been pitching bad as of lately. In his last 4 starts, he has 3 losses, but that's because he's given up 2 runs, 4 runs, and 4 runs. Now, granted, yes, 4 runs is a little high, but dude, we've been scoring like 6 runs on average, and we lose. Come on, that's not really acceptable for our bats to not be hot every time Perez steps to the plate. So hopefully Perez can get a win. Like I said, he's got a 4 ERA, 7-3 record, 74 strikeouts, a whip of 1.4. A little bit high there, but still he's been doing great for what we need him to do. Hopefully he can get back on track. He's going up against Junis, who I think we saw last time. Didn't he face Perez last time? Yeah, he faced Perez last time. So is it the same pitching matchups? That's kind of weird. Okay, 5 ERA, 4-6 record, 76 strikeouts on a whip of 1.5. In his last start, he beat us in Minnesota, but he didn't get the win because he only went 3.2 innings. Hopefully, we can get him out of the game early again and then just tee off on these guys. I expect that to be a win. I don't think Perez will lose twice to Kansas City. That just doesn't. There's no way, right? Please tell me I'm not wrong with that. There's no way Perez will continue to lose. That's my hope. Okay, let's go to Barrios. So we're 2-0 heading into this game. Barrios has got to get a win. My goodness sakes. He's got 2 losses in his last 2 times. Both of them were not his fault. I mean, technically, last time it was his fault. But when you don't score, you're not going to win the game. And like I said, the game is over after the first inning, after the first 3 batters when Barrios gave up 3 singles. But we lost 0-2 versus Boston. He went 8 innings, allowed 1 run, 5 hits, and 10 strikeouts. Are you kidding me? And he got the loss for it. And then Seattle, that's not his fault either. He gave up 1 earned run. He's given up 1 earned run in his last 3 starts. And this guy has gotten 1 win out of it. Are you kidding me? Come on, Minnesota. This is worse than Perez, right? The bats have been worse when Barrios has been pitching than Perez. That says something. I don't know what that says. I mean, obviously Barrios is our ace, so he would theoretically go up against the other team's ace. But that's not been the case because we are all out of whack with our pitching rotation, but I don't understand. He's got a 2.86 ERA, 8-3 record, should be 10-3, or 10-1, whatever, who cares? And 94 strikeouts, whip of 1. He literally is the same stats as Odorizzi and has 2 more losses, or 1 more loss and 2 less wins is what I meant. So, my goodness, if this guy doesn't get a win, I don't think he'll pitch as well as he did last time because 1, it's in Kansas City. 2, you can't really pitch better than 8 innings and giving up 1 run and you still get the loss. So, I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you about this game where he's going up against Duffy. Duffy's got a 4.6 ERA with 3-3 record, 46 strikeouts, a whip of 1.4. Theoretically, we should be able to wipe these guys. You know, I'm just saying, there's no reason that we shouldn't be able to just keep the hammer in the ball. Kansas City's not good. So I'm going to go with Barrios gets a win here. The only thing I'm going to say about it, it's Barrios and they haven't been hitting the ball when he's been out there. But realistically, I don't think Barrios is going to get another loss. That's just not in the cards for him. Come on. And then Pineda versus Bailey. This is the game where I'm just going to throw it up just because I still don't trust Pineda, but that's fine. He's been doing really well as of lately. In his last 5 starts, he's got 4 wins. Well, actually, in his last 5 starts, he's got 1 win, but they've won the game in 4 of his times, which is good. I mean, he's been doing great as of lately. In his last 10 starts, okay? His last 10 starts, considering the first 4 of these last 10 starts, he lost all of them. Granted, they were against, Houston, and New York, but 4 earned runs, 5 earned runs, 3-3-3-3-3-3-3-3-3-3, 1-1. He's been really good in the last 2 starts. He did not even get the win in those starts, even though he went 6 innings in both of them because our bullpen really kind of gave it up, and that was bad, but he's been doing great. I don't see why he wouldn't get the win again. I don't think we should. There is no reason to not get the sweep here. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason not to get the sweep, but if we do lose one, I'm just going to say it's going to be the last game of the series since we seem to do that a lot too as of lately where we just decide to throw the last game of the series away. But, he's going up against Homer Bailey. He's not good either. 4.82 ERA, 6-6 record, 67 strikeouts, a whip of 1.4. Everyone's got a whip of 1.4. But, again, no reason. Tell me if I'm wrong. No reason we shouldn't get a sweep here, or at least 3 games. I get that it's in Kansas City, and Zach, I know if you're watching, we've statistically struggled in Kansas City for a long time. And I think, what was it, last year? We only had 2 wins in Kansas City in like 8 or 9 appearances there. I believe that's correct. We already have 2 in Kansas City this year. They're the worst. They're one of the worst teams in the MLB. If we don't win 2 games, I might not make any more videos, but we better win 3. We better win 3. I'll throw a game away as long as Barrios or Perez doesn't get the loss. So that's all I gotta say for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think is going to happen in this series. Obviously, I hope we can get back on the right track. Cleveland's been winning, so we got to win a couple more games. Not that they'll ever come back, but they're making a comeback. You know, they've picked up 2 games in June now, so that's all I got for you today. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe, of course, if you enjoyed the Twins or enjoy my content. Also, if you missed yesterday's game review, or this morning, whatever, click right here, and you'll find that. Go watch that and share some love. All right, that's all I got for you today. Come back tomorrow for another game review. Tonight, we'll see you then.